Hey guys, and welcome back to Tristian's Reef. First off, I hope everyone's safe and doing well. It's been a crazy couple of weeks all over the world, and the family and I needed to really escape. So here's what you know, ReefaPalooza was postponed until later on in the year. Now, I didn't want to waste the vacation time that I had planned, and I had business to attend to down at our wholesalers in Florida, so we decided to head down to Florida and self-isolate at the beach house. While I was there, I got to do a little fishing and really nailed some flatties and sheepshead all over Daytona. While I was away, we dropped one of the biggest coral hauls that we have ever uploaded to the site, which basically meant my partner had a heck of a time filling all of the orders that came in. I can't begin to thank all of you for the support and confidence that you have shown TRSC this year. The reality is that it has been really tough getting imports in due to Australia, India, and the Philippines shutting down due to their reduced flights. A cool fact is that fish and coral share flights with passenger airlines as cargo. And since the Philippines, India, and Australia grounded most of their flights, the amount of coral and fish have been drastically reduced. Even domestic flights from the east and west coasts were severely impacted by the pandemic. Many LFSs are struggling to get shipments, and the result is higher prices and less variety. Fortunately for us, TRSC was ramping up over the last few months for the summer reef show circuit, and we had already started fragging and collecting corals months before. So rather than give the corals a toilet paper hoarding treatment, we decided to release our inventory out to the hobbyists. This is just a sneak peek of what we have coming to the site this month alone. Alright, now that the PSA is over, let's get right into it. Part of taking a break from work, your tank, and business is that you come back refreshed and full of new ideas. Now, while I'm not quite ready to showcase the 350 yet, here's a sneak peek of what I mean. Now, I do try to respond and read each and every comment on my videos while I still can, but some people don't actually comment because they don't think YouTubers will read it. Quite a few of you have asked about the 350, but only a handful of you have really asked about the ELOS. And by a handful of you, I mean one person. You know who you are, so this one is for you. Here is your update. Today I wanted to focus on the ELOS. The last time you guys saw the ELOS, it looked like this. Full of wall-to-wall corals just doing their thing. Well, things have changed. Let me explain. Remember that scene in Indecent Proposal when the guy offered like $1 million for a night with the other guy's lady? Well, a local reefer made a similar proposal, except replaced wife with fish tank. A fellow hobbyist made an offer on everything inside of the tank as is to be set up in their medical practice and kept at it until I relented. As sad as it was to see some of these homegrown frags go, the chance to build a new display and attempt a different kind of reef was very, very appealing. So here is the tank today. One of the first things you'll notice is that I have gone away from the Aqua Roche aquascape and in with the traditional Fiji, Tonga, and real reef rock mix. The rock is some cooked rock from our frag systems, and I kept the sand the same. I decided to try my hand at 2 atolls instead of the fruit stand most are used to, with a lot of sandbed space for the new tank's residents. My method is the same, with a focus on a few different corals than before. The new ELOS 120 is a mixed reef, something that I admittedly failed to do in my 350-gallon tank. Euphilia has made a return, and I'm happy to say that every coral in this tank is aquacultured versus wild. I will continue to only put aquacultured frags in here more as a challenge rather than a requirement. Additionally, I intentionally kept the fish population to a minimum to try my hand at a more delicate and tiny fish. I say that, but you're like, Tristan, what about the yellow tang and foxface? Well, I'll be honest, tiny fish don't do jack crap for algae control, so let's just say tiny fish other than the yellow tang and the rabbitfish, and of course, the 2 clowns. Lighting has remained the same with 3 Radion XR15 G4 Pros over the tank, running the same exact schedule as before. Filtration has also remained the same. The Nias is performing well in this system, as is my Marine Pure media. New to the tank though is a 4-channel dosing pump. I find that mixed reefs consume elements a little differently, so when daily dosing became a hassle, I decided it was time to move to a dosing pump. So overall, I'm pretty impressed by this tank and what I've been able to keep inside of it. The water volume makes it easy to correct issues, the height makes it really easy to work in, and the capacity allows me to save a lot of money because trace element dosing goes a long way. You see, one of the main reasons I think everyone should have a side chick tank is because it really does allow you to appreciate the smaller things in the hobby. Many of these frags in here would be completely lost to me in my big display. Hell, some of them in here were lost in the systems in the shop, and I found them and brought them here instead. It's also hard to appreciate smaller fish and mushrooms and crusting type corals in those larger systems. I mean, ask yourself, how many times did you pass up a fish or coral just because it was so small that you knew it would be mistaken for a large mysis shrimp and get eaten or get lost in your tank like a zoofrag? In the ELOS, you're inches away from a frag. When compared to my main display, the distance from glass to frags usually start at around 10 or 12 inches. Currently, the tank is mostly LPS dominated, but I do hope to add in a few more SPS and classic softies this weekend. And while I'm at it, I hope some of you can make some suggestions for small community fish that I could get added in the next few weeks. If I end up getting the fish that you suggest, then I'll come back here and find your screen name and send you a coupon code to use on the site as a thank you. So I guess that'll do it for this video. I hope this video has been educational or entertaining, and if it was, please hit that like and subscribe button. My stats show that almost half of my viewers are not subscribed. Hitting that subscribe button lets me know that you enjoy my videos, and it gives me motivation to keep making them. If you can't, that's okay. Just drop a comment below and let me know what you thought. You reefers keep on doing what you're doing, stay safe, and as always, I'll catch you all on the flip side.
Crystal Sky, I get 2 NHs. Crystal Sky!